What's up, everyone? This is officially going to be my probably my new way of doing these. I'm sorry. This is probably going to be the way I'm going to be doing my content going forward because I try every other way to do it and it's just not working out for me for some reason. I'm still trying to learn the editing process and doing all the different things. So I'm just going to let this be a one shot deal because it's mainly about um, my DJ journey. Then the question I want to ask you, as you can see the teleprompter, is what is your DJ journey? Everyone has one. Every DJ, whether you a beginning DJ, an established DJ, an upcoming DJ, a bedroom DJ, a DJ who just live stream, a DJ who plays out in clubs and festivals, a DJ who has an established residency, it doesn't matter. We all started somewhere. We all have a beginning. We all got thrust into this thing that we call DJing, and now it's just a part of us. I mean, either if you're doing this as a standard of living, or if you're doing this as a hobby, or if you're doing a combination of both. And what I mean about a combination of both is that yes, it's still your hobby, your labor of love, but you also going out there and getting paid for your skill on the DJ decks. Well, for those who doesn't know, my name is Househeadspeakz. I'm a DJ. As a matter of fact, I am a underground DJ. That's why I prefer to call myself because underground dance music, it's a spectrum of different genres, whether you're talking house, disco, or drum and bass, or either EDM, or or techno or tech house. It all falls in that underground dance music category, in my opinion. Now, other DJs may have a difference of opinion, but I'm gonna stick to mine, and that's what counts right now. So, my DJ journey. Well, I've been doing this since 2017. I started as a blogger, and then I went from a blogger to hosting my own radio show without even DJing. So, for those who say that you have to DJ to run a radio show, I'm a person with experience can tell you you do not. As long as you have a certain fan base and you have a product and you also side yourself with established DJs that can, and both of y'all can collaborate and get a good show running, you can do that. And I've been successfully doing that for a long time. Now, how I started DJing was the fact that I always wanted to know how to do it. But of course, I started late in life. I mean, I'm going to be 58 in February. So you figure that 2017, I probably started maybe 51, 52, 53. I don't have the exact number at this time, but we're just going to go with that average, okay? So, like I said, I wanted to learn how to DJ. And because I always been fascinated by the art of DJing. I've always was able to see how DJs do what they do, how they be able to select the right music to get the right mood as far as the atmosphere of a club or a festival. How they be able to take two tracks and blend it together to make it one particular long, I would say, music, I would say song or music or, or whatever you want to call it. The way they interact with people who are listening, enjoying, and dancing to their music. All those things have excited me. And by me at that time as a blogger who mainly blogged about house music, who has gone out to different clubs and festivals in the area where I live. By the way, I am from Chicago, so by me going out there and interacting with these DJs, and some of them also produce as well, I kind of got that bug and that mindset of what they do. And I guess I wanted to do that as well. I mainly I wasn't even thinking about, me getting paid or things of that nature. I just wanted to learn the aspects of DJing and how to manipulate certain tracks together to make it into one beautiful um, musical note. Okay. Now, it took someone that was an established DJ to see that I wanted to learn, and they taught me how to DJ. So I started, like I said, I started 2017. I practiced for a year. I didn't even tell no one that I was learning how to DJ. I kept that a close guarded secret. I At the same time I was running a radio show along with the person who taught me how to DJ. Okay, he had some scheduling conflicts, so he wasn't able to continue with the show. So at that time it was been a year, so I had a choice. I can choose to cancel the show or postpone it until I felt that I was ready to put myself out there as a DJ, or I can just continue the show and DJ, and then I just have to learn on the fly. So I contacted some of my fellow DJs that's also was part of the radio show that the radio station that I'm part in, and they said, just go for it. Just go for it. I mean, what do you got to lose? You might as well just, I mean, you're learning now. They said, this is your opportunity to really get yourself out there, get your name out there, and you can practice as you go. So that's what I did. And ever since that time, I've been DJing. Now, there are certain things I'm still learning as being a DJ. I mean, as far as doing transitions and getting the right blends and choosing the right track um, selections, that's still a learning curve because even the biggest DJs out there will tell you that you'll never learn everything. Never. It's always going to be a learning process because something new is always going to come up. Some new technology is going to come up. Some new gear is going to come up. Some new software is going to come up. And when those things occur, you're going to have to adapt and adjust to fit your your style and your technique. So I think at this juncture of my time as a DJ, I kind of familiarize myself with a certain, I won't say style, I will say technique that's comfortable with me. Every DJ is going to be different. Every DJ is going to transition their tracks different. They're going to pick a selection that's going to be different. They're going to choose the right songs that's going to be different. But it's all about what you putting out that the crowd's going to receive. And as long as that crowd receiving it in a positive manner, then you're good to go. What else I want to say on this aspect here? Okay. Now, I can tell you what I'm currently doing and what I have done. Let's go back to what I have done since I started DJing. Well, for the short period of time, I can say I have done a lot. Of course, I want to do more, but I have done significant a lot. I mean, my first actual DJ gig was at the Chicago House Music Festival. I was coordinating the music for a group of dancers with dance instructors that was doing a dance workshop. It was 700 people. It was so much fun. It was great. I was well received, and it made me feel good. So that's one of those things about when you're starting out, you're going to have to choose or pick certain areas where you that may be out of your comfort zone, but once you do it, then you will, if you do it the right way and you approach it the right way, you can be well received and you're pretty much on your way. After I've done that, I've played with the radio station I'm involved in during South by Southwest. And if anybody knows South by Southwest, it's like one of the biggest music festivals in the US. It's always in Austin, Texas. It was my first time being in Austin, and I had a great time. It was so much fun being part of, of a radio DJs that's part of the radio station that I've been part of going on, I said 7 or 8 years now. I think this year will be my 7 or 8 year, but I was counting. But anyway, that was a good experience for me. I have featured in different radio shows. I have also played in Toronto at least 4 times, and I've always loved playing there. So as you can see, I have done a good number of things, for starting as DJ. Oh, I also have played at this small festival called the House of Paseo. I played there twice. I opened 2 shows on that, and that was always good because the first time I went, one of the guys who coordinated me, I worked with him before when he was doing another festival. Now he's doing something to help out a friend of his. And he just asked me. He knew I was, at the time learning how to DJ. He knew I wasn't really playing out as much. And he said, look, I know you're still learning, but you got to learn somewhere. You're gonna be playing. You're gonna eventually gonna be playing out in these festivals and stuff like that. So you might as well start now. And I'm glad that he felt that I was ready enough to do it. And that's one of the things I want to tell you DJs out there. You're never gonna be ready. Period. Never. When you can practice and practice till the day is gone, until you actually get yourself out there, you'll never be ready. You're always going to be, it's always going to be something that's going to be a miss. There's always going to be a mishap. That's why it's always good to plan accordingly. One example, I played at this one venue, one of my first time playing at a venue, opening for a couple of DJs. And it was a last minute thing. I'll never forget, it was January. It snowed big time. I was in my PJs and one of my DJ friends said, I'm gonna be running late. Can you come and open it up? I said, at that time, I said, look, I'm in my PJs. I'm relaxing. I said, can you please do this? They'll get you a chance to get yourself out there and blah, 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 blah. So I said, you know what? I might as well go ahead and do it. So I analyzed and, well, I thought I analyzed and load up all my stuff on my flash drives, got everything, got my headphones, got my gear, jumped out and went to the venue. By the time I got to the venue to plug my USBs onto the CDJs, nothing. I tried again, nothing. Come to find out, the engineer guy said that my none of my tracks was analyzed. So I said, "Oh man!" So what he did was, which was so cool, he let me use his. So of course, I'm playing with music that I am not familiar with. But as I went through his library, I recognized the producer that he had on on his library. So the smart thing I did was I just found every track on that producer and just played the whole set using those tracks. And it was mostly a soulful house vibe, which was perfect because it was, I was opening, not too people was just showing up. So that means doing a sofa house was the perfect vibe to use to open up, get everybody getting, get into the groove, get settled in, get their drinks on, and get ready to enjoy the rest of the night. So it worked out well, but that was a lesson to learn. Always make sure you are totally prepared. Make sure, excuse me, make sure that everything's analyzed. Make sure that you have backups on top of backups. So if things like that goes awry, you can just take that USBs out, put your new USB in, and you're good to go. Now, I'm gonna tell you something about being a DJ and trying to do it as a full-time gig and stuff. And I'm gonna be totally honest with you because as I'm going through this DJ journey, I noticed that even as you older, established, or whatever the case may be, it's not going to be an easy task to get gigs. And I know every DJ, and I want listen to every YouTube DJ saying that, well, this is the way you can get gigs at 2023. You got to do this and do this and do this and do that. No, because if you don't have a name and if you're not established and people don't know who you are or seeing you play, chances are a promoter is not going to look at you. You know, you may have a DJ friend that may, and I mean may, take a chance on you, and that's a may. And number three, if you're not with a certain clique or a certain group, your chance of trying to play out or play whatever venue that you want to play could be between slim to absolute zero. And I'm telling you this from experience, excuse me. So if you want to do this, just know that you gotta establish yourself. So one of the things I will say that will get you a nice amount of notoriety. Do not sleep on live streaming. I know there's a good number of big DJs frown on DJs who live stream. My take is this: let them frown, let them say what they want to say. I've been live streaming since the pandemic. In fact, I've been live streaming before that because, the times I was blogging and had my own show, it was live on the internet. So I've been live streaming for years, and it has always served me well. I mean, currently I have 3 shows that I live stream, and I have a radio show which I send my music to on a monthly basis that's based in Germany. And like I said, those particular avenues has been getting me good traction, getting me good views. People are recognizing who I am, and that's what you need. Once you get recognition, you'll be fine. And another thing I want to say about becoming a DJ, you know, on this DJ journey is that make sure that you choose and build your library correctly. I didn't heard some DJs saying that, you may not have the money or the budget, so maybe for starters, you should just start, downloading some music off of YouTube or some off excuse me, Mixcloud and SoundCloud just to start yourself out. I'm gonna tell you, don't do that, and I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, you're gonna make a mistake and use their music out, and you're gonna find out that those tracks gonna sound terrible on a live system, and then you're gonna look bad. That's number one. And number two, you are shooting producers on the foot, but not, you know, s- supporting them. Support them by purchasing their music. Remember, these producers spend time, money, and effort to get those tracks so us DJs can purchase them and play them out so everybody else can enjoy it. Why you want to do that to a producer? Because my question is this: maybe as you go on your journey, maybe you might get yourself producing. Maybe you might start, you know, become producer. So how would you like you as producer seeing some DJ downloading music instead of, or even downloading your music without purchasing that music, just downloading for free so they can have it, so they can save money? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, even as a hobby, becoming a DJ, it's gonna cost you. It might not cost you a lot. It won't. Let me put it this way. I'll put it to you this way. It don't. It won't. It is not as cost effective now than it was, let's say, about 20 years ago, when, in order for you to become a DJ, you got to buy 2 turntables and a mixer, and we all know those techniques are not cheap. They are super expensive. And at that time, those were the standards. Yeah, you can buy your run in the mill, turntables, but at that time, if you're gonna call or proclaim yourself a DJ and you don't have techniques, yeah, you they're gonna your peers is gonna make you hear it. Now things are different now. Now you don't need turntables. You can get your CDJs and mixer, or as you can see before you, you can get your controller. This particular controller is the Pioneer DDJ 800. It's like the small brother of the DDJ 1000. Totally Rekordbox. And I will explain on my next segment. I'm going to explain more about this particular controller. I've been using this controller, I said, about going on maybe 3 years now, and I enjoy it. I have took it out on gigs, so it has served its major purpose for me, and I just love playing it. I'm one of the people, I just love playing this controller. Now, my question to you is, what is your DJ journey? I mean, what got you into DJing? what what was that? What was up? Was it fellow DJ that got you into DJing, or was it a certain DJ that you have admired from afar that got you in DJ, or you just saw something, something that I like to do, as a hobby, just to clear things up and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you also personally, and this is a personal for me as far as DJ is concerned. This has been my saving grace, especially through the pandemic and other things that was been going on with me at the time. So my this has been my therapist. This has been my labor of love. This has been pretty much everything that can be, and I just enjoy it. That's just one of the things I can say. I enjoy doing this. Yeah, I might not be able to play out as much as your other DJs and stuff like that, but what I have right now that's going on, it's my journey. So let's hear about your journey. You know, if you like, what you're hearing, you know, please let me know. Please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you make your comments below, and we're gonna see you on another one. But before we go, I'm gonna play a couple of tracks, and then gonna sign off for the day. So if you're hearing this, I'm recording this on a Sunday. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good, productive week. And guess what? I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.